Tucked away in the arid desert region of southern Jordan, concealed behind deep crimson mountain ranges, lies one of the most unique architectural complexes ever created by mankind. Petra, the city carved directly into the rock face, exists as a testament to humanity's extraordinary capacity for adaptation in a harsh environment. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site, Petra is the intersection of archaeology, rock-cut architecture, hydraulic engineering, and ancient trade history. Yet, at the same time, it is also a great mystery. Who built this place? How did they manage to create massive facades tens of meters high on the mountain rock? And what caused a once prosperous city, a major trading hub for the entire Middle East, to decline and vanish from history? Welcome back to Hidden Universe, a journey to decipher and explore the mysterious facts that have shaped human history. Petra was the capital of the Nabataeans, a community that was once nomadic before gradually settling in the Jordan region around the 5th century BC. Over centuries, they developed into a pivotal commercial civilization by controlling the routes connecting Arabia, Egypt, the Levant, and the Mediterranean. They traded goods such as frankincense, myrrh, spices, copper, leather, and luxury items from the Arabian Peninsula. The significance of Petra in the ancient trade network was comparable to other major cities like Palmyra or Damascus. However, what makes Petra stand out is not just its strategic location or its wealth, but the way the Nabataeans created their architecture. Unlike most other civilizations, they did not build with cut stone or fired bricks to assemble structures. Instead, they carved directly into the mountains. Famous structures like Al-Khazneh, or the Treasury, were sculpted straight into the red sandstone face. The facade is nearly 40 meters high and 30 meters wide, featuring Corinthian columns, statues, motifs, and finely carved reliefs. Petra's architecture is a fusion of Hellenistic, Roman, and indigenous Arabian elements. But the technique used to create such colossal facades remains a major question. Did they start from the top, carving downwards, or from the bottom up? Numerous surveys suggest that Nabataean stonemasons often suspended themselves from wooden scaffolding or carved from the top down to utilize gravity in removing excess rock layers. Beyond architecture, the hydraulic system in Petra is a technical marvel. The city's location is within a desert region, with extremely low rainfall. Yet, Petra survived and thrived thanks to a network of canals, rock-cut aqueducts, cisterns, and dams built along the cliff faces. The Nabataeans created rock channels with precise inclinations, routing water from the Wadi Musa Valley into large reservoirs. Some channel sections were lined with ceramic or plaster to minimize water loss. This allowed them to control the water supply year-round, sustaining a population of tens of thousands at its peak. Petra is also notable for its capacity to control natural disasters. The city is surrounded by sandstone mountains susceptible to erosion and flash floods. However, the Nabataeans designed drainage channels and flood walls to mitigate the impact of irregular heavy rainfall. These flood control measures were crucial in sustaining the city's existence for generations. Despite possessing such brilliant techniques, the Nabataeans left almost no complete, structured written texts. They had the Nabataean script, a pre-Arabic form of writing, but very few lengthy documents survive, making the study of their history difficult. Most information about Petra comes from archaeology, Greek and Roman records, and inferences based on trade patterns. The question is, when did Petra become a rock-cut city? Based on the dating analysis of the structures, archaeologists believe that the main development phase of Petra took place from the 3rd century BC to the 1st century AD. This was the period when the Nabataeans assimilated Hellenistic culture after Alexander the Great conquered the region. The incorporation of classical architectural details shows that they absorbed techniques from the Mediterranean world. but transformed them into their own unique style. Petra was such a vital trading hub that the Roman Empire took notice. In 106 AD, the Nabataean kingdom was annexed by Rome during the reign of Emperor Trajan. Petra then became part of the province of Arabia Petrea. This was also the point when the city's decline began. But not immediately. Under Roman rule, Petra continued to flourish throughout the 2nd and 3rd centuries. However, as sea-based trade routes became more prevalent under Roman rule, Petra's role gradually diminished. Merchants no longer needed to transport goods across the desert, causing the Nabataeans' primary source of income to vanish. Concurrently, earthquakes in the region, particularly the one in 362 AD, caused major damage to the city. Many structures collapsed, and the water system was damaged. Petra's population sharply decreased, and the city was gradually abandoned. By the Byzantine period, Petra still existed, but it was reduced to only a few areas with churches and local inhabitants. Finally, Petra entered a period of complete oblivion for nearly 1,000 years. Nomadic tribes knew the area, but it no longer appeared on official maps or in the records of major empires. Petra only re-entered world records in 1812. The Swiss explorer Johann Ludwig Burckhardt, on a journey to study Arabian culture, disguised himself as a Muslim merchant, followed a desert caravan, and was coincidentally led into the area. When he witnessed Al-Khazneh emerge from the red cliff face, the world of archaeology was changed. Burckhardt's discovery initiated the centuries-long excavation process that followed. Today, Petra provides researchers with abundant data on how humans adapted to severe geographical conditions. It demonstrates the Nabataeans' technological capabilities in water control, rock carving, and large-scale trade management. But Petra still leaves many questions. Why didn't the Nabataeans develop a complete writing system to record their history? Why did they choose to build by carving directly into the rock instead of constructing on foundations? And how many structures remain beneath the sandstone layers that we have yet to discover? Recent surveys using satellite scanning technology and ground-penetrating radar suggest that many areas beneath Petra remain unexcavated. Some underground structures might be religious relics, storage systems, or ceremonial buildings. This indicates that Petra may be much larger than what we see today. From a historical perspective, Petra demonstrates that the prosperity of a civilization depends on the interaction between trade, environment, and regional politics. When one of these three factors changes, the entire system can be affected. For the Nabataeans, changes in trade and natural disasters were the two key factors leading to their decline. Petra is also a prime example of how the environment shapes culture. The Nabataeans didn't just endure desert, they learned to control and utilize it. They leveraged the sandstone rock for construction, exploited the terrain for water conduction, and chose the city's location deep within the mountains for defense against enemies. Stepping into Petra today, the first impressive sight is not just Al-Khazneh, but the way the city blends into the natural landscape. Petra is like evidence of a long-term collaboration between man and environment. The cliffs here became walls, the mountains became roofs, and the path through the canyon became the only entrance. The remaining traces of Petra allow us to understand that history is not only written in scripts, but also carved into stone, into the landscape, and into timeless structures. I'm Alex from Hidden Universe, where humanity's hidden layers of secrets are still waiting for us to discover. In the next episode, we will travel to another ancient ruin in Africa, the Great Zimbabwe Ancient City, where massive dry stone walls were erected without mortar, challenging our understanding of African construction techniques during the Middle Ages.